Hey guys, what's up? I am making this tutorial video today to show you how I was able to get my Android phone online to Twitch. I do play Android phone games on my phone, and everybody's on that Twitch hype, so who's to say you guys can't do it too? So we're going to start off by doing one thing first. Make sure your USB charger cable that comes with your phone is plugged into your desktop. And I have it right there. So once that's plugged in, we're going to hop over to the Google Play Store, and you're going to want to download this app right there, Screen Stream Mirroring Free. This is the trial version. I'm not telling you to buy the full version because I don't want to hear, oh, well, I paid $5 and I couldn't get it to work. Try the free one first, and see how it goes. So I am using the full paid version for this tutorial. So now once that's downloaded, we're going to open it up, and we're going to see here, this menu here will not be shown to you right away. It's probably going to have another menu that says, oh, hey guy, you still need to download one more thing before we get started. So we're going to take you to that one more thing. If you can bear with me 1 second. Bam, I'm going to open up my monitor. I'm going to minimize that for a second because you're not supposed to see that yet. We're going to hop over to, we're going to Google the Screen Stream Mirroring app. Just like we did on our phone, we're just going to do it on our computer. We're going to bring it up here on our desktop, and we're going to click on the Please Read section, the Read More. This is very important because not everybody's running the Android 5.0, but you want to run it anyway just in case. It's just better safe than sorry. It's going to tell you to download the Screen Stream Start service. You're going to click on this link right here. I already have it open. It's going to take you to this page where you are going to want to now download the Screen Stream Start Service v19 Windows Zip. It'll probably be something else by the time you read it, but that's what it is right now. The latest and greatest. So once you have it downloaded, I'm going to just pretend like these two windows aren't happening. I have mine downloaded and extracted to the desktop for me. It'll probably be in your downloads folder, whatever you have it set to. So before you go any further, you will now make sure that your phone is plugged in to your computer via the USB charger cable. Please note that the settings that I am going to now continue to give you for the rest of this tutorial are mine and mine alone. They may not reflect your settings because, to be honest, everybody's got their own settings, and nobody likes to take the time to sit there and explain why it is they chose the way it did. I was punching in a bunch of numbers and it works for me. So now that your phone is plugged in, you're going to want to go to your phone, which I have already set up here, and we're going to go make sure that your Screen Stream app is on, right? It'll probably still have that menu if you do not have Android 5.0. It'll have a different screen than what it is here. So we're on our phone, right? And we have the app up. Now we're going to, let me just move this out of the way so it doesn't get in the way. Right, that folder that the Screen Stream Start service is in, we're going to now click to start the service. Whoa, what happened? If you look on your phone, the application will have closed and reopened, as it has done here. Now, once the application is reopened, you will now see the VLC/OBS menu. You can close that little command prompt that on your desktop. Close that. So, voila. We have that up. We're now going to go through a quick run through of the settings that I'm using currently, and I'll explain why I'm using my settings, because like I said, you'll go to Google and you'll ask, oh, what's the this and that, how do you get it set up working right, and not everybody's internet is the same. I am using the my internet. I have Fios, and it's an 80 megabyte download, 80 megabyte upload. If I wanted to, I could stream at 1080p, 60 frames per second, but not everybody can view my stream at that, and I really don't have that many viewers, so Let's just cut the BS and I'll go through why I have things set up the way I have it set up. So TCP format MPEG-TS, leave that as is. Stream through USB, I have that disabled because the USB does not charge my phone fast enough. So I have after I run through all this, I'll just plug my phone back into the outlet and continue streaming from there. Enable controls overlay, have that disabled. You're going to see enable camera overlay. You can actually, pardon me, you can have it set to stream your camera if you wanted to from your phone. But, pardon me again, it really sucks the life out of your phone to have all this shit up. So I just prefer to have the screen stream online, and then I use my desktop camera and I use my microphone on my desktop to transmit my voice, which we're going to address later because you're going to see that we're going to run into a bit of a hiccup here later on. So the camera overlay is disabled. We're going to go down here to audio preferences. You'll notice that I have it set to none. When you download the app for the first time, it will say audio source microphone, or it might say none. I'm not sure if he's changed the developer has changed the app since then. The reason why I have it set to none is because if you set it to microphone, you'll if you do a test recording, like you probably will after you're done watching this video, your microphone on board is very sensitive. So you have to have your Android volume like super low, because if you play it too loud, it's going to be really obnoxiously loud. And every time you like touch the screen, you'll start hearing the, and that's really annoying. So I have it set to none. And I usually just put music on over my stream. I have the audio muted. For special occasions, I'll enable it, but for today's purposes, we're gonna leave it off. I have hardware encoding enabled. It works for me. Might not work for you, but for me, it's working. The encoding format, I have it set to the latest and greatest. Hardware 4.4, might be different for your phone. The resolution, this is what I was talking about earlier. You don't want to have this all the way. You can see it has an option to put it at 1080p. My phone I use the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. You don't want to have it all the way up at 1080p. Because it sucks the life out of your battery. Because not only are you using network bandwidth to stream your screen to your computer, but you're going to also be using network bandwidth to stream the image to Twitch, and you're going to be using bandwidth to play a game online. Like I play Heroes of Order and Chaos, and it's just, you're going to throttle your network. You're going to just suck the life out of it. So I have it downscaled to 640p, and if you could see here, it still looks pretty good. So I put mine at 1905. I forgot why, but it works. It works for me. I don't have too many complaints. I have a lot of people coming in saying that it looks great. I have the frame rate at 30 FPS. Yet again, another value you do not want to touch. Leave it at 30. Hardly any game that's on a mobile device will run at 60 frames per second. I have yet to see one. Unless you're playing Solitaire or Minesweeper. So we're going to leave that at 30 FPS. If you raise it, you're going to run the risk of getting your phone very hot. And anybody who's had an overheated phone knows it's not a good thing to mess with. I have the auto rotate here. It will the screen will rotate and try to fix it. I have the fix at normal rotation off. I haven't had a need to use it yet. And when I get there, I guess I'll have to make another video describe why I have it enabled. But right now, I don't need it. So there's no other settings that you need to be bothering with. I do have the advanced settings enabled, but I'm not using the advanced setting. The background mirroring. It will install the app, and even if you have it closed, it'll still be on. You can control it from your menu up here, but there's no need to do that with today's phones. So let's see here. We're gonna continue to go up. Screen stream mirroring. Go back to our home screen. So if you have selected the VLC Media Player / OBS, this is the menu that you will see. It will, on your screen, it will say mirroring is paused. Mirroring available at TCP/blah blah blah. It'll give you your network address, which your phone will now be getting ready to stream your device to. Let's minimize that. We're going to close this. Now, we're going to want to set up our VLC player. That's what I'm using right now to capture the screen. You need to pay very close attention, because if you put the wrong thing in, it will crash. When your screen rotates like this, you'll see that right there. If you don't have it set to the right dimension, it will crash. So we're going to open up VLC. I already have it open and I have mine configured, but I'm going to unconfigure it to walk through this with you. So just bear with me 1 second. This is what your VLC should look like with nothing on it, right? So we're going to go to Tools and we're going to go to Preferences. Now we're going to go all the way to Video right here. Mucho importante. You need to force the aspect ratio to your phone's resolution. I have a 16:9 resolution on my phone, with the max resolution of, I think it's like 1980 by to whatever the hell, 1900 by 1080 or something like that. But just put there. I put 16:9. You'll Google your individual phone's resolution and you will put the according there. I don't think they make phones that are 4:3. So 16:9 is where you want it. So every time you stretch your screen changes rotation, if you go facing straight up or sideways, it'll automatically keep it in the same aspect ratio. If you don't put this into a forced aspect ratio, every time you accidentally turn your phone off of landscape mode, it'll crash. VLC will just crash and you got to restart everything up all over again, and it's a pain in the butt. So another thing here, that's actually all you got to do for that. So you want to hit, after you're done putting that 16:9 there, or whatever value you need to put in to get it working, we're going to hit View, Minimal Interface. We don't want to see that menu pop up on our stream. So then you're going to look on your phone, right? You're going to see, oh, hey, I have that address, that network address. We're going to right click on our VLC screen. We're going to hit Open Media, Open Network, and I already have the address there. So if you remember when I was talking about the settings on the app, this was the bitrate that I had in the application, 1905. I'm not going to give you a full explanation as to why I have it that way, but through countless hours and days and months of tweaking with different numbers, this number just seems to work for me. So we're going to hit play. Now, presto changeo, my phone is back on my screen. Look, and it's on my desktop, which is where I need it to be to continue this project. Now, you're going to notice something, and we're going to touch on it later on in this tutorial. There's going to be a bit of a delay. So I'm going to move my hand across my camera, and you'll see every time I move my hand, I will also be moving the screen. But if you look on my desktop, there's a bit of a delay. So right, left, right, you'll probably notice I'm talking, looking away, and on my desktop it was still moving. So we're going to address that now. So I currently use Open Broadcaster software to stream. There are other applications such as XSplit. Actually, Overwolf does not work for this yet. XSplit is the only other way you're going to get this to work, and that's another tutorial in itself. So I apologize anybody who uses XSplit to stream online to Twitch or wishes to purchase XSplit. I no longer use the software. I can't afford it, unfortunately. It's a good app, but I just can't afford it. So I use OBS, which is here. As you can see, I have it already set because I am making a live recording, but you will not be when you start setting this up. So we're going to, I have my Be Right Back screen. Sorry. We're going to go to the settings menu on OBS. We're going to minimize this for now because we're not working with that. We're going to work on OBS first. Just leave that open on your phone. I'm going to put my phone down here so we can continue to talk about the settings and like what I have. We're going to not be in the general section. We don't need that. We're going to go to encoding. For different computers, they will have different options. My computer does have the ability to use QuickSync, but I'm not going to go into it because it doesn't really work too well. I use the X264. It's default. It's selected by default. I have the CBR enabled, CBR padding enabled, custom buffer size enable. This custom buffer size I'll talk about in a second. But anyways, this is my bitrate that I'm using right now. If you are a non-partner in Twitch, you do not want to pass this number by much. Twitch allows you to stream at a bitrate of 3500. That is only really for partners. So those people, if you look on their channels, they have a little subscribe button on the bottom. Hey, subscribe, $4.99. Yeah, those are the only people that can really utilize all of the network features of Twitch. You know, you go to the page, you could say, oh, I want to view the video in high quality, source quality, low quality, medium quality. But for a non-partner like, a non-partner like me, the highest that you could stream without getting too many interruptions is 720 and at 30 FPS. So I have mine set to 2150 because that is usually the bitrate that 720 runs on. This buffer size here, if you have it lower than your max bitrate, more people will be able to watch it. However, the quality of the stream will suffer. So I have mine set to a little lower. I tend to just sacrifice the quality outright for now. You know, that eventually will change, but for now, that's what we're going to use. We're going to go to broadcast settings. If it's your first time running OBS, you're going to have a bunch of red lettering here. Oh shit, your stuff is not set up right, blah blah blah. Your resolution, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. I have the mode set to live stream, streaming service. I do stream to Twitch. Your FMS URL, which is the server that you'll be streaming to in order to send it online. I live in New York, so I am using the US East New York server. Right? Wherever you live, make sure they have plenty. If you live in Asia, wherever you live, they have a server pretty much close enough to you so you can stream. After that, we're gonna go to video. Don't worry about that. But for you guys, you're gonna want to hit yes. I hit no because I don't want to change my stuff. So, video. You want to use your monitor's resolution. My monitor, this is the default resolution, which is 1920 by 1080, which is, remember what I told you earlier about that VLC, 16:9 resolution. You need to downscale it. If you are not a partner, I'm not gonna say that you should. You definitely need to downscale the resolution because you're gonna run into some lag, or your viewers are gonna start complaining. Oh well, hey man, like I can't see your shit. It's buffering all the time. 720p is 1280 by 720. That is the true 16:9 resolution at 720p. The filter bilinear. I leave it alone because right now it ain't messing up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're gonna go to audio, and we'll see everything here is pretty much default. There's no delay really. I don't have a push to talk button. My voice transmits automatically. Desktop boost, blah blah blah. All this is pretty. Just leave it like that. Don't touch it yet until we get to that point in the tutorial where I start explaining why. We're gonna go to the advanced section. Make sure that this is normal. If you are not using a really good PC or anything with the quad core processor, leave it at normal. Don't put it at high because the second you hit play and start recording, your computer's gonna start coughing up a lung. So you leave it at normal. We're gonna allow, I don't know what that does, but it's clicked and I'm gonna leave it. X264 preset, I have mine set to faster. The slower you make it, the better quality you're gonna get, but it will take more of your processing power on your desktop to make it that way. So if you don't have a good computer, yet again, it'll probably be on very fast, which is probably the safest bet for the most of you. I have mine set on faster for my reasons because I have a different, I'm using an Alienware. You want the encoding profile to be on main, and none of this other shit you should be touching. So, no. But when I move on to the next screen, you guys want to hit yes. I hit no because I don't want to change any of my settings right now. None of this stuff, unless you are an advanced user and you have if you're familiar with recording software and things like that, you don't want to mess with any of this stuff. So we're going to hit OK. I hit cancel, but you're going to hit OK, right? You're following me. So Right now, what's next? Oh, remember that screen, that VLC screen that we had on our, we were streaming our phone to our computer desktop. We want to capture this. We don't want any of this desktop behind us. We want to get rid of this desktop. So, you're going to leave this screen up. If you look on the, oh, sorry, let me move this up so you can see better. If you go to OBS, wow, you'll see that I have some setting preset stuff that I already made here. But I'm going to remove where we're going to go next, and we'll recreate it from scratch. So, you're gonna, on the OBS scene, you're gonna see the scenes here. I have my, like I said, I have my Be Right Back logo, and I have my main source in which I operate mostly all my games. So, you can have your video, your webcam enabled. In order to do that, I'm gonna disable mine and re-put it up. Remove. Yes. Okay. So, in order to add our webcam up, we're going to hit add. We're going to go down to video capture device. And we're like, oh, LOL, webcam. And that's it. Just hit OK for now. Oh my God, my head is so big. In order to resize it, all you got to do is hit edit scene. And a little box will come up on the webcam. You can just resize it. I'm going to move that there to the lower left hand corner, and then now we want to just get this VLC and none of my desktop, because what if you're looking at something we're not supposed to be seeing, and you know, that's going to be bad. You show all your Twitch users all that naughty stuff you guys look at. So we're going to go back to OBS. We're going to hit add again. Oh, before we do that, click on your webcam, hit the control button, hit down, all the way down. For now. Your webcam's going to disappear for a second, but don't worry, it'll come back. So we're going to right click on the add again, and we're going to move over to window capture. It's the top one. Hooray. I'm going to rename this one VLC. Caps lock, because we go hard. We're going to hit the OK button, and you'll see right away the VLC window is already in there. If it's not in there, all you got to do is click on window, and then you'll see the address, TCP blah 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 VLC media player. We're going to click that, and then we're going to hit inner window. You should not have to touch anything else. Just hit OK. Whoop. And hey, look at that. Your window, your VLC window's up. It'll pop up on the screen like such, and we're just going to move that over. We're going to resize it to fit the screen. And now, let's make this a little bigger. Let me disable my desktop for now. Now, remember when I did that control down thing for the webcam? You see this little box there that says that my webcam is still up there. We're going to do the same thing for VLC. So we're going to hit control, down, 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 down. Hey, it's my big fat head. Now in front of the Android screen. So we now unfortunately have a problem. You would think, hey, we got our Android screen on our OBS. What do we do now? Well, unfortunately, if you'll see here, I'm going to move my hand across the screen on my webcam, and every time I move my hand, I will have also at the same time moved the screen up and down on the Android, but you'll see it's going to be out of sync. So watch. Right, left, right, left. My phone's down now. See that? I had that little delay. That's what we want to now change our webcam, and we want to change our microphone to mirror, pretend like to emulate the same movement. When I do something on my Android, I want my face and my sound to be mimicking that, because you know, if I have it like this, I will have, oh, I got a double kill, a triple kill, and 2 seconds later then it'll pop up on screen. No, you want it all together at the same time. So in order to fix that, we're going to first take care of the webcam. So if you go on your settings on VLC, we're going to scroll down to that bitrate that we were talking about. I chose this bitrate, works for me, might not work for you. So just keep that in mind. Now we're going to go back to our, I'm going to close this window and I'm going to go back to my desktop to walk you through the settings to how to switch that. So we're going to, don't do what I'm doing here. I'm just doing this for instructional purposes. Now we're going to go back to our OBS. Right? So now in OBS, we're going to want to click on our webcam. Double click it, properties are going to come up. You're going to see right here, says use buffering in parentheses milliseconds. So I put 1905 as my bitrate to stream. It's still there. You could see it on the background right here. The number, you want to have it a little bit more than what you're streaming to on your Android device. So if it's 1905 on my Android device, I want to have, we're going to go with 2100. Just a little more, right? And then we're going to hit OK, right? So let's try it out. Let's see. VLC, let's close that. We're going to go, oop, that's my bad. There we go. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to actually, we're just going to try this now. You'll see the delay now. I'm going to move, every time I move my hand left and right, you'll see now it's matched. So, right, left, right, left, right, left. There's still a little bit of a delay, but with proper tweaking, we can fix it. But if you're looking at my webcam now, you'll notice that my mouth is moving at a different rate of which the audio is coming out. So we want to take care of the audio too. So we'll go back to the OBS. We're going to go to settings. Then we're going to go to audio. And right here, you're going to see mic sync offset. Remember that 2100 I threw in the webcam setting? We're going to put the same thing there. Now, give me 1 second. Let me make sure that's properly set up. Okay, cool. So now let's try it again. Hold your hand up to the camera. Right, left, right, left. It's pretty close. Not an exact match. Like I said, all you got to do is just fiddle with the numbers and you'll get it right. So, I now have everything that I need. My Android phone is set up and I'm on OBS. So, okay, great, dude. Now we have our phone screen captured on OBS. How do we get it to Twitch? So we're gonna go back to our desktop. Let me switch back over here to my desktop. And we're gonna go to settings. We're gonna now work on uploading your videos and stuff to Twitch. We're gonna go to broadcast settings right here. Now, you're going to want to open your Twitch dashboard. Now, once you're on your Twitch dashboard, you're going to want to click on Stream Key right here. You need this. It's going to be hidden by default. So for this purpose, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. This key right here that's going to pop up, it's going to be randomly generated. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to ever share this key. This is your unique key, and if anybody has your key, they can take over your channel and stream on your channel without your permission. And you don't want to get banned for doing stuff like that. So please, protect your information. You know what I'm saying? But for this, I'm going to show you it because you can just reset it and get a new key. So we're going to copy it. We're going to go back to OBS, and we are going to put it in the box. So we put it in the box, and then we're going to hit OK. Weep. And there you go. You now have your screen stream. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to go live, right? My viewers are going to be pissed off. They're like, dude, you keep coming online and offline. So, wait for my dashboard to load. There we go. Now, if everything works right, when you hit start screen, when you go to OBS, you're going to hit start stream. Ta-da! Well, it started. It is streaming yet. Just wait for your monitor to refresh. It's going to play an ad now. So say live. And there you go. If you could, I'll switch over in a second so you could see it. But on my Twitch channel, let's give it a second to refresh. There you go. And you'll see, bam, you see on the right corner there,